Today I want to talk about satire. So, to do that, I first am going to put on my English teacher apparel. Oh, I'm almost there. Forgot one thing. The glasses. Alright, so, first things first. These books. These books are some of my most favorite books of the books that I had to read in high school and middle school. Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn, both The Adventures of. They're so good. They're so funny. They're unique. Their voices are clear. And that is exactly what you would expect from somebody like Mark Twain, who is still being read today for very good reasons. So as far as writing goes, super important. But that's not the only thing that he did in these books. Especially in Huck Finn, it was a satirical commentary on the times. And so let's talk about satire. What is satire?
Satire means the use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices, particularly in the context of contemporary politics and other topical issues.
Thanks. So, satire it exists to expose different issues and get people talking about them. And I think that's one of the coolest things that Mark Twain does in this entire book. It is ridiculous. It makes almost no sense. It makes almost no sense unless you're reading it in that lens. Back in the day when I was reading these books, I read this one first. So I read this one for school, fell in love with the characters, fell in love with the story, fell in love with the world, fell in love with the treasure hunt idea of, hey, let's go actually solve all of these things, and the cuteness of children being engaged with a doorknob. It's just so cute. And then I went and read Huck Finn, and I had no idea what I was getting into. I read it in my mom's college textbook anthology, so I was carrying around this chunk of a book. Just to read The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, which takes up this much. This much of this book is Huckleberry Finn. The rest of this book is a bunch of other stuff because it's a literature anthology. But that's how I read it first. And then in high school for AP Lit, I had to buy my own copy, and so now I have my own copy, and it's annotated, and there's illustrations. And if that doesn't tell you something about how much satire this is, I don't know what to tell you. But Mark Twain was making a commentary on the nature of American history and slavery, and how it wasn't okay, which is why this book was banned. Now it's banned for other reasons, but at the time that it was published, when it was a banned book, it was because it was saying things that were contrary to what people wanted you to know as a social norm. And I mean, there's so much. Now it's banned because of the language that he uses, because the nature of a uneducated Southern boy going on the run with an escaped slave just to find out, spoiler alert, the slave was free the whole time, that they were running away because they left in a hurry, and these books, they're so good. And if you haven't read them, read them. They're so funny. He has such a unique way to do it. But they're funny to us because they're not spitting right in our face, saying what you know as the norm is wrong, which is what satire does. You know? So, that's really cool that a book can be like, hi, by the way, you're wrong, and I'm going to make everybody laugh at you. But it's also not looking at an individual person. Satire is never designed to be pulling somebody individually down, with the exception of some political cartoons that are also satirical in nature, but that's part of being in the office of, say, president. You're out there for public ridicule no matter what you do. Where it's no longer like liable because that's part of what you're signing up for with that office. Long story short, these books worked because they were criticizing culture. They're criticizing culture in a way that makes people laugh and makes people remember what they're criticizing and why they're criticizing it. And that is the coolest part about satire in these books that I can think of. So if you haven't read them, go read them. Huck Finn and Tom Sawyer are some of the funniest characters you'll ever meet. Their relationship with each other, their relationship with the world around them. One of them is completely a realist, one of them is completely a romantic. It is the funniest interactions you will ever find. But without further ado, I will let you get on with your life. Thank you for coming to listen to this rant about satire in these books and Mark Twain and how much I love these characters. And I will see you next time. If you like these videos, like and subscribe and share them with your friends. If you're talking about satire in your AP Lit classes, let me know in the comments. Let me know what questions you have, because I've been there, I did that. Granted, I am not your teacher, so also ask your teacher for sure. But if you have questions that you want me to try to answer in a future video, let me know. I'm so happy to be here doing this stuff with you, sharing about writing and reading and classics, and check out a video over here of me explaining the plot of Cats, since that will be coming out in December, which is crazy to me. And I will see you next time. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know, because it really makes a difference in what kind of content I create. So, see you next time. Bye.